All right. So I just got back from my. First of all, look at the view. I like to come out here sometimes when to do work or just chill, enjoy the view. You know. I'm not gonna drop the load, but yeah, man. I just got back from Brazil, man, and that had to be the best vacation I've ever had, ever, bro. Like Brazil, the people, the food, just the views. It's just a complete package, bro. And I really couldn't tell you the one. There's not one thing that really stands out because it's just everything as a whole. But the experience there, man, was crazy. And when I got back here, I couldn't pinpoint what it was that I missed so much. You know how you get that like post vacation like sadness, like you back to the grind, you back to real life reality. It was that, but it was more this time around. It was like, I don't know, but it was definitely more. So before I get into that though, let me show y'all this Brazil trip. Let me tell you about this Brazil trip. We flew into Sao Paulo. It was a direct flight for me, and it was me, my boy Calvin, Aaron, and Johnny, and we linked up with our boy Bello. He's a creative out there. He make music. Shout out to him, because without him, that Sao Paulo would have been a whole different experience, bro. He took us to all the spots. He just showed us around, he showed us love. And he speak English too, so that really helped, because I don't speak no Portuguese at all. I'm trying to learn though. Trying to go back around and learn a little bit more. But yeah, man, my son even gave me my brand slogan. He might have just done that. God did, but Yanni made, you heard? Anyway, first night out there, we went to, what was the first night out? Yeah, Sonora Garden, which is like a big ass open space, kind of like a concert, but there's like a DJ on stage and just playing music all night, man. But what I remember the most about Sao Paulo is kind of like how diverse and how the culture is so diverse. Like we went to Liberdade, which is like Japantown. It's like Chinatown, but for Japan. And we went to this market, and man, they just had all sorts of food, and that shit was packed. They had a mall right there. They had just a bunch of vendors. And then we also went to Beco do Batman. I know I'm not saying it right, but it's like Batman Alley. I'm gonna put the text on here because I know I'm gonna fuck it up. But they got a bunch of street art there, graffiti, vendors again. And one thing I learned about Brazil is that Brazilians are mad expressive in their art, in the way they dress, just how they talk. They're like, they talk with their hands. It's just very expressive culture. And every spot I went to, it was clear. Like it showed that. Like it just showed how expressive they were as as people. But our time in Sao Paulo was short, but it was a good time, man. And like I said, shout out to Bello, man. He made sure that shit was fire. But after 2 days, so 2 days in Sao Paulo, and then we flew out to Rio. And that's really where like I fell in love with Brazil. So let me tell you about that. So the moment I landed to Rio, went to the B&B, and the view from the B&B was just crazy. So we stayed in Botafogo. So it's a spot there in Rio de Janeiro. And there's this attraction there. I mean, I'm sure this is not new to a lot of people, but if you don't know, Sugarloaf Mountain is an attraction out there. A lot of tourists go there, just a lot of people in general. And we had a view of that. We were by the beach, but the view, we saw the cars going up to the mountain and coming down. Man, crazy. From the moment we got there, the view was just crazy. But then we tried out a bunch of food spots. Shout out to my boy Kelvin, because he went crazy. He made a list for us, and I swear to God, all those spots just hit, man. The food was good. And the thing is, when you go out there, food is expensive out there. If you live out there, it's expensive, and people, shit ain't sweet out there either. Like people, they work hard. It's a hard life, but I'm blessed enough to be from here and make US dollars. So out there, everything was like cheap compared to like what it would feel like if we were from there making reais. But man, the thing I really noticed the most about like people in Brazil is how genuine they are. Like I said, I don't speak Portuguese at all. I'm trying to learn now so that next time I go, I'm trying to go for Carnival, by the way. You know, I speak better, I can interact with people more. But despite that, every interaction I had with people was just so genuine. They're just so nice. They embrace you. They just, you know, I don't know what it is. There's something rooted in the culture where they're just nice. They're just nice people, man. They're nice to each other. They're just happy. And shit ain't sweet out there. Like people out there, they work hard and, you know, it's hard to make money out there. My point is that even though they don't have a lot, they value everything, the things they do have. They cherish them. New York City and Rio are similar in that they have so many fucking people, but the way the interactions you have with people is just two different experiences. Like people, I don't know, man. People out there are just happier. I mean, they live on the fucking beach in Rio, at least where I was, and the sun's out. Like you wake up to the sun. It's just a whole different experience, man. But yeah, let me tell you about my experience in the favela, bro. So I went to two favelas, Vidigal, which is where most of the people I knew and I met over there, they were from there. And Rocinha, which is, I went out there once. That shit was crazy. Like, I'm gonna do my best to explain it, and it's not gonna do it justice, put it like that. But Vidigal is it's a favela out there. The way it works is that when you get there, we Uber there, right? Or however you get the van, whatever, they don't go into favela. Like cars, vans, nobody goes into favela. Transportation, I'm saying. So once you get there, you either gotta walk to your destination, they leave you on the main road, and then you walk up to your destination, or you could take a moto taxi. And it's just so fucking hectic. Like there's just motorcycles going up and down, especially in that main strip, because everybody just meets up there, and Ubers are not going up. So that's like the base, the hub, whatever. And the motor taxis are going up and down, and you know, you're supposed to just grab one and tell them where you're going. Low key, I don't speak Portuguese like that, so if I wasn't with someone, I don't even know where I was at, for real. Like, I was just trying to shout out Aaron though.
Never. Michael Jordan, I don't go fuck with nobody.
First day we got there, I'm like, yo, so what's up? You gonna meet us at the front? And he tried to be funny. He was like, yeah, nigga, you gonna come in yourself? I'm like, pause. It was crazy. You gonna come in? We gonna move on for that. Shout out to Aaron though, because he was supposed to meet us at the front and then take us to where we gonna go. And he was like, yo, send a picture of what y'all wearing. I'm gonna send 2 bikes. And I'm like, I ain't from here. Like, come get us, bro. Anyways, it was good, bro. Once, I ain't gonna lie, as hectic as it was, I don't know if it's because I'm Dominican and I just seen that before. I felt at ease when I was there. Like, it's like, all right, there's a lot going on, but it's just like, I don't know, man. Even though there's a lot going on, it's structured. It's like, yeah, I'm chatting now. But that was Vidigal. And the views, by the way, bro, no matter where you are in Vidigal, you have a view of the horizon and the mountains and all the houses, bro. It's just some of the craziest views, man. I'm gonna throw some footage up so y'all can see, but we went to Rocinha, which is apparently the biggest favela in South America. And I only went there once. I could be wrong, but I think the favela leader's birthday, or the person in charge, was that day. So he was having a performer come out there. And when I'm telling you, yo, picture Times Square, peak hours, times 5. That's how I explained it to people. It was that amount of people, right? It's like fucking ants, bro. It's just like a group of ants just trying to get around. Mind you, I forgot to mention this. Police don't go in there. Like, you can't record. That's why I don't got no footage. You can't record in there. If not, I would have threw some footage up. But they do their own policing, the gangs, right? So pretty much they take care of the community. So they outside with rifles, just feel me, just policing. And everybody's just partying, and then you trying to get to, a spot. You trying to squeeze through a spot to get to, like go get a drink or something. And there's 5 motherfuckers with rifles, straight up rifles. You might feel the barrel or the stock of one of the rifles just rub up on you when they trying to get by. Just get the fuck out the way, really. I met a lot of people out there. But there was this one person that asked me what it was. Like, I was telling her, yo, I fucking love you here. Like, I'm down to come back. And she asked me like what it was that I liked about Brazil and Rio so much. And I couldn't give it like one single thing. I told her it was like the people, the food, the culture, it's just everything. Like, I don't think she was satisfied with my answer, low key. But as the trip started coming to an end, and then I got back to New York, you know, like I said, like I was tight that I was coming back. I was like, fuck, bro, like I want to stay out there, back to reality. But then I started like reflecting. I'm like, yo, what is it? Because I've been on vacation before. Like it's, you know, you always get a little sad because it's coming to an end. But at the end of the day, you know, you get over it. But this time it was just different. It was that and then more. So I'm like, yo, what was it? It was like, is it the people? Is it the food? What the fuck is it that I miss so much? And then I started reflecting more, and then it came to me finally.
Anime está en Brasil viviendo mucho.
When I got back to New York, it was like, fuck, bro, I'm back to the grind. You know, car problems I gotta address, I gotta pay fucking bills, you know, whatever. And by the way, I'm grateful for everything I have. It's just, you know, it's a lot, you know, it's life. But like I was saying, when I got asked that question, like what it is, oh, hold on. All right, bro, these planes just keep flying over, so I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible. So when I got back to New York, I realized like I didn't feel that freedom that I felt in Brazil to just do whatever or go wherever. Just, you feel me? That freedom I felt over there, I didn't have it here. And it's not like it was New York holding me back, because if anything, this city is the city of opportunities, right? Like you make shit happen out here. And then I realized like, damn, it's just me. Like I haven't been putting enough work, and I haven't put myself in a position where, you know, I could be out in Brazil for a year, 6 months, whatever, you know, however long I want it. Like I'll be 28 next month, and I'm not old, but time is ticking, and it's just like I have this feeling of regret. And by the way, I'm proud of what I've done so far, but it's just I feel like I wasn't going at 100% always, and now that's just gotta change, right? There's really not a lot of shit that really bothers me in life, but the feeling of regret, that shit is something that just kills me. Going forward, man, I'm putting this fire, this anger that I feel, this like all these emotions, and just going harder, man. Just not wasting any time into my business, my creative endeavors, everything. So if y'all don't know, I have a business, Yanni Made. I shoot photos, videos, and I also have a YouTube channel, a tech channel, Yanni Digital, but it's under, anything creative I do is really under the Yanni Made umbrella. So Yanni Digital, if you want to check that out, I'll link it in the description. That's just the tech channel I do. Yanni Made is really like a creative agency that I'm trying to work on. I do a lot of corporate stuff right now, but definitely want to do more commercials and films, and that's all gonna come. It's a lot, so you know, I'm trying to focus on one thing at a time. Right now is the YouTube. The point is, all that, this fuel, this energy, this new like battery on my back, I'm trying to put that into really just expanding and growing and putting myself into that position that I felt like I could have been if I went harder. And, you know, when I left Brazil, that, you know, that feeling I got of just that freedom, you feel me? Yeah, man, thank you, Brazil. Thank you for the realization. Going forward, man, it's time to lock in for real, man. We got to put ourselves in a position, you know, whatever position you want to be in, because who's going to do it if not you? But yeah, thank you, Brazil. We're not wasting any more time. Not another day wasted.
All I gotta say is one thing, Yanni Made.